And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the campus of Greater Allegheny. I am Wesley Euler, and you are listening to Penn State University Athletic Conference action here on the Champ Sports Network, where champions are heard. I am Wes Euler calling this game for you solo. I will have a partner for the second battle here between the men's teams of these two Penn State institutions. First half score, 40-31. Greater Allegheny leads Beaver. Go over some stats here for you. First, for the home team, Greater Allegheny. Stuffing the stat sheet as always is senior leader Taylor Fulton. 11 points, 6 assists. Only credited her with 1 steal. I'm not sure if I agree with that. She played all 20 minutes. Also good, making an impact for Greater Allegheny was Shelby Bendick. She played full 20 minutes, scored 8 points, grabbed 4 rebounds. Akila Youngblood scored 6 points, grabbed 8 rebounds, 5 of those offensive. For Penn State Beaver, Morgan Kurtz is your leading scorer with 10. She played the full 20 minutes. Penn State Beaver being out-rebounded 26-16, something they definitely need to work on for this half. Kalia Adams added 6 points. Kelsey Brooks added 6 points as well. Asia Borders had 5. Big tilt here for both of these teams. Penn State Beaver with a 5-1 conference record. Penn State Greater Allegheny with a 6-2 conference record. So definitely an important one here. From the friendly confines of the Wonderly Gymnasium. Just about a minute and a half left here before we get things underway for the second half. Penn State Greater Allegheny started their season off 4-7. 4 of those losses heartbreakers, 2 of them in overtime, 2 of them by 4 points. I was here a couple weeks ago. I said that this Penn State Greater Allegheny team, they were close. Well, folks, they heard me. They responded, and they have won 5 straight games to run their record to 9-7. One of those a nail-biting 57-55 victory over Penn State Fayette. So, Greater Allegheny looking for their 6th straight win here this evening. As the teams enter their final huddles, and we are just about ready to get things going here in the second half. Once again, Greater Allegheny. And both teams break huddle. Second half just about to get underway. Fans filing back in from the restrooms and the concession stand, trying to stay warm on this frigid western Pennsylvania night. Penn State Beaver will inbound to get us rolling here in the second half. An easy one, right-handed off the glass. Bendick's original pass was tipped out, came right back to her. She went to Floyd right again, who was open the second time for an easy lay-in. And back the other way comes Cassandra Flowers again, takes a hop step and gets a tough right-handed shot to fall. So 4 quick points for the sophomore from Westinghouse. And now it's Shelby Bendick. She'll launch a three-pointer off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Keela Youngblood. Another offensive rebound for her. Also no good, just short. And now for Beaver. Here comes Mason DePetro. She'll take left-handed scoop shot off the front of the rim. Hits back glass, drops. Tough off-balance shot there. Mason DePetro, the freshman from Coriopolis, gets it to fall. 42-37, Greater Allegheny leads. Looking for their sixth straight win of the season. In the quarter now is Floyd. She gives it to Taylor Fulton, who will launch a three up off the iron. No good. Teams fight for possession. And they're going to say last touch by Penn State Beaver. Greater Allegheny will inbound from underneath Beaver's basket. Pass comes to Lane. She fakes, gets it inside to Youngblood. Shot off the glass and good. Keela Youngblood right off the window, dropped it in. And head coach Lou Zadecki wants a 30-second timeout. 44-37 your score here from the Wonderly Gymnasium. As Greater Allegheny holds to a 7-point lead with 18:23 left here to play. Penn State Beavers shot 38% from the field in that first half, while Greater Allegheny shot 44%. It's going to be hard to win some games with that kind of discrepancy. However, only down 7 here are the Lady Beavers. Sorry, Lady Lions of Beaver. As Kalia Adams gets fouled by Taylor Fulton as she brings the ball across the timeline. Taylor Fulton's first and the first team foul of the half. Beaver will inbound from right in front of the scores table. Here comes Mason DePetro. She kicks to Kalia Adams, who gives to Natalie Gamble. Left side for Morgan Kurtz. She gets double teamed, kicks it back out for DePetro. She's going to launch a three on the way up off the back iron. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Cassandra Flowers. Her shot attempt up, rolls around the rim. No good, but she was fouled.
Great Allegheny foul 23 to Caleb Lane, her second of the half. That sends 11, Cassandra Flowers to the line. She'll shoot 2.
Cassandra Flowers, she'll shoot 2, the sophomore from Westinghouse. Just close here in Pennsylvania. First shot up, hits the front of the rim, hits the glass, hits the front of the rim again, and bounces out. No rim luck there for the sophomore. But she'll get another shot. Flowers' second shot up on the way. She'll swish it this time. 44-38, 6-point lead for Greater Allegheny. As the only senior and the best player on the team and the captain, Taylor Fulton, barks out some instructions for her crew. She gives it to Floyd, who will take in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Beaver. Back the other way comes DePetro. She tries to get it to Morgan Kurtz. Out of bounds. They're going to say it went off Kurtz's hand last. She doesn't like that call, but Greater Allegheny will take over on possession. Here comes Fulton. She gives to Bendick. Bendick now on the left wing side. She dribbles once, gets it in the corner to Floyd, who's going to launch a three from the left wing elbow, off the rim again. Finally falls out, but Bendick controls the offensive rebound. Hands it off for Fulton. Fulton to the left to Lane. Lane inside to Youngblood. Shot is blocked, but Bendick gets another offensive rebound. Gets it to Floyd underneath the basket, and Floyd will lay it in. Christina Floyd gets 2 there on the nice hustle play by Shelby Bendick. And now comes Kalia Adams. She lays one off the glass, rolls around the rim. No good, but got the blocking foul, and she will go to the line for 2.
Great Allegheny foul 52, Akila Youngblood. Her 13th there.
That foul's going to be on Akila Youngblood.
Kalia Adams shooting 2.
And that is her 3rd foul of the game. First shot attempt up on the way. Hits the front of the rim, hits the back of the rim, drops in for Kalia Adams. 36-39. Greater Allegheny still holding on to that lead. Second shot for Adams, up. Hits the front of the iron, hits the back of the iron, and bounces out. And so here, once again, comes Taylor Fulton for Greater Allegheny. She hop steps, takes a tough right-handed scoop shot off the window, and it drops. What a play there for Taylor Fulton. Just an unbelievable off-balance shot. And she makes a couple plays like that a game, folks, where you just are left wondering, how did she do that? Taylor Fulton. As back quickly comes Penn State Beaver. Mason DePetro lays one in off the glass.
Basketball 23, Mason DePetro.
And back again will come Greater Allegheny. Dribbling left is Bendick. She kicks it into the corner for Floyd, quick pass to Lane, quick shot, jumper up, and it falls. Nikila Lane getting her first basket in a couple minutes of action. Inside pass from Beaver goes to Cassandra Flowers. Her shot off the window, and it drops. So Cassandra Flowers, the sophomore, having her way here in the second half. She only had 2 points in the first half. She's got 6 already here, just a couple minutes in. They're going to need that from her if they want to claw back into this one. Will Penn State Beaver down 7 points right now. Taylor Fulton tries to make an interior pass for Floyd. Teams will battle for possession. Jump ball is going to be called.
Jump ball.
Penn State Greater Allegheny will retain possession. Another great play there by Taylor Fulton to get on the floor, cause a jump ball. Now she'll inbound. Pass goes to Bendick. Bendick gets it right back to her in the left wing corner. She drives baseline. Tough right-handed shot up. No good. But right there for the putback was Christina Floyd, the junior. She'll get an easy right-handed lay-in off the glass. And now back comes Penn State Beaver. Driving the lane is Natalie Gamble. Her tough right-handed shot rolled around the rim and dropped out. Not much rim luck here in the second half so far for Beaver. As Natalie Lane takes one hop step, tough right-handed shot goes off the back of the iron. No good, but they'll fight for possession. Beaver will control and call a timeout. It was Natalie Gamble getting on the hardwood there, the junior from McKees Rocks. Her coach screamed for a timeout from halfway across the court. Head coach of Beaver, Tim Moore. Didn't want to risk another jump ball there, so he took a timeout. 52-43. Greater Allegheny leads Beaver. The Greater Allegheny Lady Lions looking for their 6th consecutive win. After starting the season 4-7, they are now 9-7. In an important Penn State University Athletic Conference game here. And that's how you know the reach that Penn State has, not only across the country, but across this great state of Pennsylvania. They got their own athletic conference, folks. And that's tough to do. That's when you know you have a lot of branch campuses, is when you have your own athletic conference. Now back quickly for Beaver is Mason DePetro. Her right-handed shot off the glass, rolls around the rim, and drops. Finally, a little rim luck there for Beaver. Now back comes Bendick for Greater Allegheny. Interior pass to Floyd, outside to Carswell. She kicks quickly to Fulton. Stolen away. Now back comes Kalia Adams. Her and Fulton one-on-one. Kalia pumps, hits the front of the iron. Just a little too close to the rim there, I think, was Kalia Adams. Hit the front of the iron. Now back coming the other way is Carswell, and she's going to get fouled at half court.
Natalie Gamble, her second. Team's first to down.
And now bringing the ball up the hardwood for Greater Allegheny is Taylor Fulton. Now quick left wing three from Christina Floyd. Rolls around the rim, no good, but the rebound is pulled down by Shelby Bendick. Now Taylor Fulton. She pumps once, pumps twice, dishes it to Christina Floyd for an easy lay-in. Just another beautiful assist there by Taylor Fulton. Little razzle-dazzle and a nice pass. Christina Floyd there for the finish. Now back comes Beaver. Quickly is Cassandra Flowers, and they're going to say she walked. Yep, took too many steps down there in the paint. And the cheering section here at Greater Allegheny reminds her that she walked. And now here comes Greater Allegheny. In the paint with it is Tanisha Gibson at the foul line. She spins, dribbles, gives it in the left wing elbow for Christina Floyd. Her pass to Carswell. Quick shot up and good. Foot on the line once again for Carswell. That'll be a long two. I think she's got 6 points this game. Could be 8 if she could just get her foot off the line. But back quickly the other way comes Mason DePetro. Her tough right-handed scoop off the glass. No good. Too strong. Back comes Taylor Fulton the other way. She's got it on the right wing side. Gets double teamed. She doesn't care. Dribbles it between her legs. Finds her teammate Shelby Bendick. Bendick will give it right back to Fulton. She looks to her coach for instruction. Gets it on the right wing side to Carswell. Here comes another long two for Carswell. And it's good. Nope, they're going to, oh, no, yes, foot on the line once again. So that's a 2. But Carswell continuing to light the lamp. Back quickly the other way comes Kalia Adams. Her first shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Second shot no good as well. And then she fouled. Just not a good sequence of events there for Beaver. Had 2 chances at a basket. Couldn't get one to fall. And now Kalia Adams will take a seat. 58-45, Greater Allegheny leads now. Pushing their lead here to 13 points. I believe that's the largest lead of the game so far. Just under 13 left here in the second half. As the senior Taylor Fulton brings it slowly across the timeline. Kicks right wing side to Carswell. She fakes. Shot attempt up, but it looks like she got fouled. Nope, they're going to say she got fouled on the shot attempt, so she will shoot too. Nope, and now the referee changes his mind. They're going to say it was on the floor, and they will inbound from underneath the basket. As Carswell comes out and gets a breather. Pass left wing elbow is Bendick. Her shot up off the iron, no good. Falls down. Taylor Fulton there fighting for the ball. Now a bunch of players fight for the ball. And they're going to call a jump ball. And Beaver this time will take possession. Trailing by 13 points, it is Beaver. They desperately need a basket here. Quickly down the right wing side comes Mason DePetro. She throws across court for Morgan Kurtz. Her 3-attempt shot is blocked by Nikila Lane. And now Morgan Kurtz and Christina Floyd battle for possession, and we're going to have another jump ball. And this time, Greater Allegheny will maintain possession. Here comes Fulton. Throws it right wing side to Floyd. Floyd wants to go inside, but nothing there. She'll drive the baseline. Gets it back to Fulton. And Fulton was fouled. Pushed from behind by Mason DePetro.
Fouls on Penn State Beavers 22, Mason DePetro, with third team score.
That is DePetro's third.
Back into the Greater Allegheny lineup.
And here comes Taylor Fulton. Interior pass for Christina Floyd. Shot off the rim, no good. Floyd gets her own rebound. Now teams battle for possession. And we're going to have another jump ball called. This time, Beaver will take over.
Ball, possession, Penn State Beaver.
And here comes Penn State. Beaver. Got to clarify there when you got 2 Penn State teams playing each other. Taking the ball inside there was, looked like Mason DePetro. She was fouled. Beaver will now inbound from underneath the Greater Allegheny basket. Ball comes outside for Jenna Petrucci. Her 3-pointer is up. No good. Excuse me, sorry, that was Cindy Abernathy taking the three there. And back the other way comes Greater Allegheny. On the left wing side with the ball now is Bendick. She gets it to Lane. Back to Bendick. Jump shot up. Off the iron, no good. Teams fight for possession. Floyd controls it in the paint. And they're going to call a foul on Beaver. Asia Borders. Got to pick up a foul there. It's her first foul of the game. Beaver's 5th team foul of the half. Inbounds pass looked to go to Bendick. Was tipped out of bounds by Mason DePetro. And Greater Allegheny will inbound once again. As it is Taylor Fulton in the left elbow. She hop steps. Tries to get up a tough shot. Looked like it might have gotten blocked, but she gets the steal and lay in the easy lay-in. I told you earlier in the broadcast, folks, Taylor Fulton loves to do that. She will pick your pocket when you're not paying attention. Almost just did it again, and now we're going to have a foul in the paint on Akila Youngblood. Too much contact with Mason DePetro. That's going to be a foul on the floor, so Beaver will inbound from underneath Greater Allegheny's basket, trailing by 15. Just a little over half, just about halfway here through this quarter. Now we have a little confusion about whose the foul is on. They are not going to call it on Youngblood. They're going to call it on Christina Floyd, which I can tell you is the wrong call. It was absolutely on Youngblood. Christina Floyd was nowhere near the ball. That'll be Floyd's 4th. But the show must go on, as they say, as Morgan Kurtz. It's a bucket in the paint for Beaver, a much-needed bucket to stop the bleeding there, as Beaver now trails by 13 with 10:38 to play here in the second half. Coming up next for the Lady Lions of Greater Allegheny, they will be at Penn State Mont Alto this coming Friday the 31st for a 6 o'clock game. And the next day they will be at Penn State Hazleton, so a little heading east here for the Greater Allegheny Lady Beavers this weekend for a 2-game tilt. And they'll be back here next Friday against Lehigh Valley. Then they'll travel to Penn State Du Bois. Then come back home for their last 2 games of the season against the all-girls school Carlo. And a Penn State branch campus whose name I'm going to try and pronounce here. I'm probably going to butcher it. Penn State Schuylkill. I definitely 100% got that wrong, but for you Penn Staters out there, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Penn State Schuylkill. That's just a tongue twister right there. Just Penn State branch campuses I just never even heard of before. Nevertheless, we're here. Greater Allegheny, I could tell you where that is, just about a half an hour south of Pittsburgh, depending on the traffic. As Greater Allegheny in their white uniforms with blue trim will come back right to left here. Is Taylor Fulton. She takes a left wing baseline, finds a wide open Tanisha Gibson in the paint. Shot up, count it, and the foul. Ed Taylor Fulton is fired up. She's got a large supporting section here tonight. And she has played inspired basketball all night, leading her team on both ends of the court.
First T6. Gibson at the line, 1 shot.
Gibson at the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. She sets her arms. Shot on the way, off the back iron, no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Greater Allegheny. Now the teams will battle for it. And we are going to have another jump ball called. That's got to be the 4th or 5th jump ball so far this half. Lots of fighting for possession in the paint. Greater Allegheny will maintain possession. Underneath Beaver's basket. Fulton inbounds, left side for Lane. Lane gives it right back to Fulton. Fulton now dribbles left, down the left wing. She'll try and bring it back right. Now heads out more towards center court. Throws a pass right side for Bendick. Bendick controls, gets it to Lane. Right wing jumper up, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Youngblood. Off the front iron, no good. Gets her own rebound again, off the front iron once again. And finally, Beaver will pull it down. Back comes Morgan Kurtz. And she's going to take it right to the rack. Tough left-handed shot, rolls around the rim, no good. Could have called a foul there, but nothing. Now the other way comes Taylor Fulton. She scoots right, scoots left, tries to find Youngblood in the paint. Got tipped, got deflected. Teams will battle for possession. Now they're going to call a foul on Akila Youngblood. Got her for the push. And that'll be Youngblood's fourth. So now 2 starters for Penn State. Greater Allegheny with 4 fouls. Still 9.5 left to play here. As Morgan Kurtz controls, she gets it inside for Asia Borders. Her shot off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Greater Allegheny. Back quick the other way comes Fulton. Her right-handed shot up on the way, no good, but she was fouled. Good job by Sydney Abernathy to chase her down and not give her the easy basket. But Fulton will have a chance at 2 from the charity stripe.
She'll shoot 2.
Her first shot up, off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim, and drops. As she gets the hometown roll. 63-47. Greater Allegheny leads now. Fulton, second shot attempt is on its way. It is true as well. 17-point lead here for Greater Allegheny. Now bringing it to the basket for Penn State Beaver is Jenna Petrucci. She made a nice little hop step move, got the basket and the foul.
Team 7, setting 33. Jenna
Petrucci, the freshman from Newcastle, converts to 3-point play. And here comes Greater Allegheny. Controlling now is Bendick. Her pass down low to Carswell. Off the front of the rim, no good. Carswell gets her own rebound, throws it out to Fulton. Fulton, she double dribbled. Taylor Fulton with the hot hands, maybe just a little too fast for her own good. Double dribble that time. Now back the other way once again comes Abernathy. She gets it inside for Petrucci, who will now battle for possession with Fulton, and they're going to call yet another jump ball. Both of these teams really battling for the ball here in the second half. And now Beaver to inbound. Ball comes into Petro. She gets across court to Petrucci. Petrucci shot up, blocked by Tanisha Gibson. Just swatted it out of the atmosphere. And Taylor Fulton will bring the ball back up the court closely. Her pass now inside for Tanisha Gibson. But it was deflected away, and we will have a foul on Nikila Lane. 80 feet from the basket, and her coach is not happy about that one.
Her third team set. That sets 21. Morgan Kurtz to the
and Morgan Kurtz will just walk slowly down the court and have her chance at 2 from the charity stripe. First shot is up, on the way, and no good. My apologies on that one. That was a 1-and-1. She missed the first shot, so no dice at the second shot. Back comes Taylor Fulton the other way. She hop steps, tries to go up with it, gets fouled, and she will shoot 2.
Beaver foul, number 3, Brittany Minor. Her first, she's 8. Taylor Fulton at the line. 2 shots.
Taylor Fulton hikes up her shorts a little bit. First shot on the way, and swished. The senior doing it all once again here tonight. Chance to extend her team's lead to 16 here. And she does with another swish. Now back the other way comes Sydney Abernathy with some bright orange shoes. She kicks it to the corner for Brittany Menard. She drives baseline. Gets it inside for Natalie Gamble, who lays it in for 2. 14-point lead for Greater Allegheny. Just under 8 minutes left to play here in the second half. Carswell now launches a long shot. Once again, she hits another long shot with her foot on the line. Carswell just loves these long 2-pointers. Now back the other way quickly comes Abernathy. Her shot off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by her teammate. Looked like it was Flowers. Yes, second shot attempt up and good. Getting that one was Sydney Abernathy. Couple offensive rebounds there for Penn State Beaver. Trying to stay in this game, down 14 right now. Here comes Carswell on the right wing side again. Her pass blocked, but came right back to her. Now she'll get it to Fulton. Fulton crosses over, goes right. Right-handed scoop shot off the window, almost falls, doesn't come. Rebound comes to Tanisha Gibson. Her shot can't go as well. Ball out of bounds off Greater Allegheny. Penn State Beaver will bring it back the other way. Now coming right for the basket for Beaver is Mason DePetro. She had a wide open lane. Seemed like she was almost surprised by it. Her shot off the glass, off the rim, no good. Got the offensive rebound, though. And was fouled by Nikila Lane. That'll be her 4th.
That's 15, Natalie Gamble at the line.
And Natalie Gamble will go to the line to shoot 2. First shot attempt was no good. Second shot attempt this time is true for the junior, Natalie Gamble. The only freshman or sophomore non-freshman or sophomore that has seen playing time for Penn State Beaver this evening. Fulton brings it down, tried to take an interior pass. Looked like it might have gone off one of her teammates' fingertips. And Penn State Beaver will inbound, coming the other way.
Full timeout by Greater Allegheny.
Greater Allegheny head coach Lou Zadecki doesn't like what he sees here, and he will take a full timeout with 6:29 left here in this game. Penn State Greater Allegheny 68, Penn State Beaver 55. Both men's teams are here, ready to get their warm-ups in for the game that will follow here. Also on the Champ Sports Network. So stay with us, folks. In the second game, it will not be just my voice you'll hear anymore. Some of you might be thankful for that. Some of you being everyone except for my family and girlfriend. But I will be joined by none other than my fellow West Virginia University alum, Mike the Buzzsaw Osti, for the second game. But we still got some exciting action here in this women's game. 6.5 to play. And Beaver will inbound from underneath their own basket. And now here comes the inbound pass finally. Bringing it up the right wing is Sydney Abernathy. She's going to lose the handle on it. Rolls right to Tanisha Gibson. Turnover there for Beaver. Not what they need when they're trying to get back into this game. And now Taylor Fulton comes the other way. Kicks it left side to Gibson. Gibson at the foul line to Tanisha Gibson. She gets it outside to Carswell, who takes yet another long two-pointer. I tell you, if Carswell could just get her foot off the line, she'd have 6 or 7 more points here tonight. But it is what it is. Back the other way comes Beaver. Morgan Kurtz, she gets fouled. She'll go to the line now for 2 shots.
21, Morgan Kurtz at the line. 2 shots.
First shot up and good. Morgan Kurtz takes a couple dribbles. Right-handed shot is up and swished again. Now back to it comes Taylor Fulton, but she has her pocket picked by Sydney Abernathy, who will just lay it in for an easy 2. Just like that. An 11-point game here with 5.5 to play. And Greater Allegheny traveled. And Beaver will have chance at possession here with a chance to cut this lead down to single digits with 5.5 to play here in the second half. Controlling is Mason DePetro. She gets it into the corner for Morgan Kurtz. 3-point shot up off the rim, no good, but Beaver gets the offensive rebound. Back again comes DePetro. She takes it right to the glass. Right-hand shot off the glass, no good. Carswell fighting for it there. Refs are going to say it went off Greater Allegheny. And Beaver will inbound. Taking it is DePetro. Inside pass for Cassandra Flowers. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes right to Beavers. Natalie Gamble. Her shot no good, but she got fouled. She will go to the line with a chance to make this a single-digit game.
22. Tanisha Gibson, her second. 2 shots for Natalie Gamble.
So Natalie Gamble, 2 shots here. First one's up on the way, off the rim, no good.
Nikayla Lane back in for Greater Allegheny.
Nikayla Lane checks back in for Greater Allegheny with her 4 fouls. As will Akila Youngblood. Second shot for Gamble. Here, on the way, up. Not even close that time. Didn't even hit the rim. We will have a full 60-second timeout here by Penn State Greater Allegheny head coach Lou Zadecki. His team with an 11-point lead must not like something he sees. And he wants a redo or a break. So with 5:11 remaining here in the second half, Penn State Greater Allegheny 70, Penn State Beaver 59 from the campus of Penn State Greater Allegheny here inside the Wonderly Gymnasium. Fans are having fun, enjoying this one. Got another game on tap here between the men's teams of these two Penn State institutions. As the teams break huddle. And jog back out to the court for what should be an exciting remaining 5:10 here. And the inbounds pass stolen initially by Beaver, but taken right back by Taylor Fulton. Man, she's quick. And she dribbles it now down the right wing. Gets a screen from Lane. Kicks it left side to Shelby. Shelby, foul line for Lane. And Nikila Lane's jumper from the foul line falls. 13-point lead for Greater Allegheny. And now a three-point shot for Beaver on the way from Sydney Abernathy. It's long, but her teammate gets the rebound was Natalie Gamble. Now it'll come back to Abernathy. Over to DePetro. Over to Morgan Kurtz. She'll launch a three. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound pulled down by Taylor Fulton. And now she'll come back 1-on-3 the other way quickly and gets fouled.
Penn State Beaver foul, 21, Morgan Kurtz. Her second.
And Taylor Fulton, will go to the line with a chance at a 1-on-1 here.
1-and-1.
First shot from the senior is up and nothing but net. Second shot is up on the way and also nothing but net. The beautiful stroke there by Taylor Fulton. Now inside pass for Cassandra Flowers. She spins one, spins twice, gets the pretty layup off the glass.
Cassandra Flowers.
Now back the other way comes Nikila Lane. She gets it to Christina Floyd, who gets it to a wide open Akila Youngblood in the paint, but she can't finish. Lucky break there for Beaver as Sydney Abernathy brings it back the other way. She gets it to DePetro, who drives, kicks inside for Flowers. Flowers got fouled, and she will go to the line for two. Both teams will shoot two here the rest of the way, folks.
Shelby Bednick, her second.
First shot up, rattles around the rim, and drops.
Flowers at the line. She'll have one more.
Second shot attempt up and also good. Here comes Akila Youngblood down. Misses the lay-in. Gets her a rebound, but has it stolen away by Morgan Kurtz. Morgan Kurtz now brings it up right-handed. Switches to her left. Tries to get a tough shot to go. She won't, but she'll be fouled. She will go to the line for two with the clock stopped at 3:32. With Beaver trailing by 11. Chance here once again to cut it down to single digits.
That's her fifth and final. Tanisha Gibson in for Lane. 21, Morgan Kurtz at the line. Two shots.
Her first shot attempt is up, off the front of the iron, off the back of the iron, and it drops. 10-point game. Chance here to cut this to single digits. Rolls around the rim and no good. So Beaver once again can't manage to get this lead cut down to single digits. And Taylor Fulton will come back the other way. She controls now. Goes right, dribbles between her legs. Waits for a screen from her teammate. Finally gets one. Tries an interior pass for Tanisha Gibson. Goes off Gibson's hands. And we'll have a turnover. Beaver will go the other way with it. Here comes Mason DePetro. She throws a long pass for Morgan Kurtz, who's going to drive the basket. Tough right-handed shot off the glass, off the iron, and in. 8-point lead now for Greater Allegheny with just under 3 minutes remaining here in this second half. Taylor Fulton is going to be fouled about 80 feet away from her own basket. And Penn State Beaver head coach Tim Moore will not be happy about that one, as Fulton will just walk down the court.
2 shots.
She'll have 2 from the charity stripe here. First one up and swished by the senior. Second shot is up, on the way, and also true.
Full timeout by Greater Allegheny at 2:50.
And Greater Allegheny head coach Lou Zadecki wants a timeout. His team leads by 10 with 2:50 left to play here in the game. Once again, Penn State Greater Allegheny will be back at action this Friday on the road at Penn State Mont Alto. Thank you for joining us here on the Champ Sports Network. Once again, I am Wesley Euler, live here on the campus of Penn State Greater Allegheny from the Wonderly Gymnasium. Greater Allegheny leads their fellow Penn State institution, Beaver. Score of 76-66. Just under 3 minutes left here in this one. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Greater Allegheny currently on a 5-game win streak. Looking to make that 6 here at home. That win streak began here at home Thursday, January 16th with a win against Penn State Du Bois. Now back for Beaver comes Mason DePetro. She gets a right side for Morgan Kurtz. Launches a 3. This time it's good. And now Penn State Beaver head coach Tim Moore, he wants a timeout. His team trails by 7 now. 2:40 left in this one. As I mentioned before, big tilt for both these teams in the Penn State University Athletic Conference. Penn State Greater Allegheny with a 6-2 conference record, while Penn State Beaver has a 5-1 mark. So a big game here for both teams. Seven and 8 is Penn State Beaver on the year overall. Wow. Greater Allegheny just a game and a half ahead at 9 and 7. Both men's teams now here in the building, getting ready for their matchup that will follow here when we're done with this one. Inbounding the ball was Taylor Fulton to Christina Floyd, but Christina Floyd stepped on the line. Ball's going to go back to Beaver here, down 7. Beaver with a chance to get this thing close. Inside pass for Flowers. Her shot up, off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Youngblood. Now back down the hardwood comes Fulton. She'll take her time. Dribbles right. Behind her back. Goes left now. Crosses over. Gets a screen from her teammate. Drives baseline. Now she's trapped. Tries to make an inside pass, but it's going to be stolen. Back the other way comes Morgan Kurtz. She'll take it right to the rack. Right-handed shot off the glass. No good. But Flowers pulls down the rebound and lays it back in. 5-point game. 2 minutes left. And now Fulton's going to find a wide open Akila Youngblood in the paint, but her shot isn't going to go. Offensive rebound pulled down by Tanisha Gibson, and she'll lay it in on the putback. 78-71, Penn State Greater Allegheny leads. Now here quickly the other way comes Mason DePetro. Her shot no good, but she'll be fouled. She'll go to the line for two with 1:41 left here on the clock.
That's her fifth and final foul. .23 at the line, Mason DePetro.
The freshman from Coriopolis at the line for two. First one rims out, no good. Her second shot attempt is up on the way, and this one will drop. 78-72, minute 40 left here from the Wonderly Gymnasium. As Taylor Fulton brings the ball down the right side, and she's going to lose the handle. Penn State Beaver boys team over there along the sideline, encouraging their girls to not give up in this one. Down 6, minute 34 left. Mason DePetro, she comes in, shot up, off the iron, no good, no foul call. Her coach is upset. Back the other way will come Taylor Fulton. She stops, resets. Now brings it down the right wing, and she'll be fouled. On the floor. Foul's going to go on the freshman Mason DePetro. And the senior, Taylor Fulton, will go to the line for two. As Beaver head coach Tim Moore voices his disapproval of that last call.
Taylor Fulton at the line. 2 shots.
Taylor Fulton, the senior, perfect from the line tonight so far. Her team up 6 with 1:12 left in this contest. See if she can extend the lead here. She'll dribble. Spin the ball around in her hands a couple times. Shot on the way. Hits the front of the rim, hits the back of the rim, and drops. And her supporters section goes wild as they have all game. So Fulton once again. Second shot. And that one's true as well. Minute 10 left here. Beaver down 8. They need an answer. Driving the baseline is Kaylin Hill, but she's going to have the ball stolen away by Taylor Fulton. Now here she comes back quickly the other way, and she'll just be fouled.
Fouls on Beavers 22. Kalia Adams, her second. 2 shots for Taylor Fulton.
Taylor Fulton could give her team a double-digit lead once again if she makes them both here from the charity stripe. First one on the way, nothing but net. 81-72 with exactly 1 minute left here. Second shot off the front of the iron and in. 10-point lead for Greater Allegheny. Back the other way comes Kalia Adams. She's going to take it right to the rack. Tough shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Youngblood. And she's going to be fouled. And she will walk 90 feet down the hardwood. Excuse me. Wow, they're going to call Akila Youngblood for an offensive foul there.
Fouls on 52, Akila Youngblood, her 5th and final foul.
And so it'll be Penn State Beaver shooting two. At the line, the sophomore, Cassandra Flowers.
Cassandra Flowers at the line, 2 shots.
First one is up, on the way, off the front of the iron, no good. Second shot attempt here for Flowers. Up, this time it's true. 9-point game, 53 seconds left here in this one. Taylor Fulton gets the ball on the inbound. She'll be fouled right away. Not necessarily the person you want to foul there if you're Penn State Beaver.
Beaver foul 21, Morgan Kurtz, her third. That says number 5, Taylor Fulton. 2 shots.
First one for Fulton. Up and good. She'll extend that Greater Allegheny lead back to double digits, 83-73. Second one, nothing but net. 84-73. Beaver now launching a three is Jenna Petrucci. She misses. It's off. Teams fight for possession. It's finally controlled by Taylor Fulton. She'll dribble it into the corner, get double teamed, get fouled. And that should just about do it, folks. 38 seconds left here. Greater Allegheny leads by 11. And Taylor Fulton will trot down the court. She's ready to get this one over with. And her teammates will just stay back, defend their own basket.
Back to the line, Taylor Fulton. 2 shots.
As Greater Allegheny looks to put the finishing touches on what would be their 6th straight win. First one up. And as they've been all night for Taylor Fulton, nothing but net. Second shot up, hits the front of the iron, bounces around a bit and falls. 13-point lead now for Greater Allegheny. 30 seconds left in this one as Asia Borders pulls up for a shot off the iron. No good, but there for the putback is the freshman, Jenna Petrucci.
Timeout number 4. That's a full timeout by Penn State Beaver with 26 seconds remaining in regulation.
26 seconds left here, folks. 86-75. Greater Allegheny with an 11-point lead. Beaver head coach Tim Moore taking a timeout. His team is going to need to make their shots and get some help if they want to get back in this one. As some of the Penn State Greater Allegheny supporters start their own version of na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. The tried and true fan chant, often heard at games when the home team looks to have things wrapped up as they do here. Once again, both men's teams out here waiting, chomping at the bit for a chance to get out on the hardwood. As after this, I'll be joined by the buzzsaw, Mike Asti himself. And we will have Penn State Beaver, Penn State Greater Allegheny coming up here momentarily. As the Greater Allegheny Lady Lions look to inbound, ball comes to Tanisha Gibson. She gives it quickly to Taylor Fulton. She'll dribble behind her back, make a couple people miss. Come cross court with it. Off the foot of Mason. Sorry. Off the foot of Kaylin Hill, that was. Greater Allegheny will inbound once again. 18 seconds left in this one. Ball comes to Taylor Fulton once again. She just dribbles down the left wing, crosses over. She'll just let the clock run out in this one. Takes it back to center court. Hands it off to teammate Traisha Carswell, who hands it off to Shelby Bendick. She'll just dribble it out, and that'll do it in this one, folks. 86-76, your final. As Penn State Greater Allegheny gets their 6th straight win of the year. 86-75 is your final as the teams shake hands. We'll have some final stats for you here soon, as well as coach interview. We are joined now by Penn State Greater Allegheny head coach Lou Zadecki. Well,
thank you very much. I'm glad to be on and in a positive way tonight.
Absolutely. Big game for you guys coming into this. You were 6-2 in the conference. They were 5-1. This was an important tilt. What's it mean to come out of here with an 11-point victory?
You know what? It means more in the world to the team and myself. And the nice part is between Beaver and teams like Fayette, we know that there's competition and battle every night, and to get a big win like this is just tremendous for our program, and in the conference to move us in a good chance to maybe host in the playoffs.
Absolutely. 6 straight wins now for your ladies, starting a couple weeks ago against Du Bois. I was here for that one as well, so maybe I'm the good luck charm. But what have you guys been able to do here? Started out 4-7, had a couple close, couple overtime losses, couple 4-point losses, couple heartbreakers. But since then, 6 straight now for your ladies.
Well, you know what? If you make sure that you come to every game, home and away, and that's great, like I said, to have you guys here. It means a lot. Gets the girls publicity. But what's really catapulted us is, the competition we played. Those losses came to teams like Beaver, Fayette, Point Park, Carlo. Those are all strong competitive teams. Even Westmore Community College is a great team right now. And it prepared us for the second half and what we need to do. And that's what it's all about, preparation and then coming down the final stretch, and that's what we're working for.
2 big games next weekend at Penn State Mont Alto and at Penn State Hazleton. What's it going to do to come back? What's it going to take, rather, to come back with 2 victories?
Well, I'm pretty intense when I get the girls fired up and stay focused. We have a saying with our team. It's called chop, chop, chop. It's one competitor at a time. Don't worry about down the future. And we'll be ready for Friday. And once we take care of Friday, then we'll do what we have to take care of for Saturday. But we're excited.
Sounds good. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. Go tell your ladies we said good job.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. You as well. That was Greater Allegheny head coach Lou Zadecki. 6 straight for his Lady Lions of Greater Allegheny. Final statistics here to go over with you. We'll start with the winners in the home team, Greater Allegheny. The senior, Taylor Fulton, finishes with 31 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds. Double-double effort for her. Adding 8 points were a bunch of players. Christina Floyd, Akila Youngblood, Shelby Bendick, and Nikila Lane all had 8 points. Traisha Carswell with 16. That could have been over 20 if she could keep her foot off the line. 14 rebounds for Akila Youngblood, 8 of those coming on the offensive glass. For Penn State Beaver, they were led by Morgan Kurtz. She finished with 20. Cassandra Flowers with a huge half to finish with 16. But it wasn't enough, as Beaver fell short by 11 points. Final score from the Wonderly Gymnasium here on the campus of Penn State Greater Allegheny. Greater Allegheny 86, Beaver 75. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes for some men's action here on Champ Sports Network. I'm Wesley Euler. Stay tuned.